Hi, welcome to today's video. Today we've come somewhere we've been before, but somewhere that I think you'll enjoy. Big fat arena behind us. We've come to Amsterdam. Park in the arena and you can get the train station right into Amsterdam Central, and it's a lot easier than parking anywhere near Amsterdam. So come on, let's see what it's all about. We've got everybody here today, the full family. Thomas, James, Eloise, Serena, Caroline and Layla. So let's go and have a look around. When you come to the arena, you're in the middle of, well, an area that you go to the football match to, you'd go to the shows with, but you've also got cinema here and all sorts. But it's a perfect place just to get out of your car, and straight ahead of us is the train station, not far at all. And as I say, right next to the station itself, this is the Amsterdam Alma Arena M station, and it's quite a big station. The ticket machines go in English as well. So it's very, very simple to get in and out. And as you can see, even midweek, it's a busy place. One of the first places that you really need to see if you come to Amsterdam is the train station. It is ornate in the extreme. It's got a shopping centre in it. It is one of those places that everybody's got to see once. This white building here, which is exactly opposite Central Station, is a very unique building. Not because of the building itself, because of the little bricked building in the centre. Because he refused to sell, they built the rest of the building around it. So there is a minuscule gap around that red building. It is actually a separate building, purely because the owner refused to sell. Loads and loads of canal cruises. If you've got 10 minutes, well, an hour, well worth the trip. Most places in the world have car parks. Amsterdam go one step further. This is in the middle of Amsterdam, a cycle park. Only in Amsterdam, eh? Don't think I've seen this anywhere else in the world. Brilliant, eh? We're actually now in Dam Square, and this is the Royal Palace, which you can actually have a tour around, just like with Buckingham Palace. But this is right in the middle of where everything is going on in Amsterdam. It's called Dam Square because this is where the dam for Amsterdam comes from. But that is I think it's from 1808. It's not the very oldest of old buildings, but it's certainly up there. You've also got quite a few bits and pieces in this area, so you get a lot of demonstrations going on. You've got Madame Tussauds and quite a few shops in the area. Opposite the palace, you've got this huge monument. Well, this huge monument is actually for the dead of wars. Built in 1950s, 1952 I think. But it looks so impressive in white compared to a lot of places of similar nature. Apart from hundreds of bikes going absolutely everywhere, of all varieties you can think of, the centre is tram based. Yes, there's cars as well, but 90% of traffic is trams, bikes, cycles. and the odd car. And bikes have the priority. Always. Of course, you got your McDonald's. Albert Heijn, that's a supermarket chain. I would say similar to Sainsbury's, Asda, that sort of thing. Got your KFCs, TK Maxx, and Primark. Well, Primark is over 7 floors. And there are things in there that you just don't see in the UK ones, or at least I've never done so. Gambling, prostitution, and cannabis are all legal here. Controlled by the government, and as such they don't have the problem that a lot of countries do have. One of the more gruesome places that you can go is Bodyworks, which has over 200 real human remains in it. Basically, you may remember it from about 10-15 years ago touring the world. It was a bit of a strange thing, and it is literally people donate their bodies. They are then immortalised, if you like, with their blood, their guts, all hanging out on display. Not something I'll be visiting. As you can imagine, there's plenty of touristy shops as you go though. What we did notice, if you start near the actual train station, the prices are a lot more compared to going just that little bit further down the street. Another place, certainly for adults to visit, is the only sex museum. It's actually an old brothel house that they've converted, and it's €10 to go in. And as you go down, each alleyway is different. Now this one is very special, as you can see. Fantastic, different sorts of architecture. Something really unusual. One of the things that is easy to miss is Tony's Chocolonely, which is a world famous chocolate shop. They make chocolate that's sold all over the world, and right here, through this very small door, you can go in and design your own chocolate. As long as you visit before 4:30, you can then pick it up. Right. So, we've got white chocolate, popping candy chocolate, milk caramel, dark milk, dark chocolate, dark milk, milk and hazelnut, dark almond, hazelnut crunch, honey nougat with almond, milk chocolate with sea salt, milk on its own, almond, caramel crunch with pecans, chocolate chip cookie, and dark creamy hazelnut. You can even buy a chocolate bar that's half and half. You decide what you want, so you can share and enjoy. There are many interesting little shops and pastries and places as you walk around the place. The other thing to point out is fries are everywhere. because the Dutch are famous for their sauce that they have over it. The thing is with the fries that the Americans get severely wrong is that French fries shouldn't be. When Americans came over in World War II, they came to Belgium and they discovered fries. The only problem is they didn't know where they were. They thought they were in France. So that's why you get French fries that are actually from Belgium and have nothing to do with France whatsoever. What you will notice is that a lot of the houses are very, very thin. And that's because they're not built on land. Like this here, they're built on posts. Some of them are wooden, some more modern ones are concrete covered. But that means that the houses can move. And you may find that some of them are not exactly straight. That's because the wood's rotting underneath. You'll notice at the top of a lot of the Amsterdam buildings there's a big thing sticking out with a hook on it, or something of that nature. And as you look round, most of them have it. And the reason why is the buildings are so thin, trying to get something upstairs is almost impossible. So they have big windows that open extremely wide and a hook, so you can put a rope down and haul it up. Simple, effective way to get your bed upstairs when there's no space on the stairs to get it up there. The canals run absolutely everywhere, and depending on how rich you were, depending on where your houses were. So some would be with nice high riverbanks, and some would be very low riverbanks where the workers who were pulling things off the docks, etc., will probably be set to work. Even when it gets late in an evening, Amsterdam is buzzing because the nightlife is outstanding. Amsterdam. Now, this is a place full of contradictions. You've got thousands of cyclists, you've got trams, you've got cars driving everywhere. You've got a degree of pickpockets, so you need to be aware of that. But it's one of those places you just need to experience. Go for a canal cruise. It is fantastic and you'll see loads on it. Enjoy some of the sights. I mean, it really is full of architecture you'll not find anywhere else. Mainly because most of it's built on wooden stilts. But I would suggest just spending a day here and enjoying the atmosphere. Anyway, it's getting late. Family need to get home. We've got a 6-year-old with us, so we can't stay out much late. It's just gone 8 o'clock. So, I'll look forward to seeing you on the next adventure, on the next video. Bye for now.
Don't forget to subscribe, like and notification.